Swallow hook, line, and sinker. What do you swallow hook, line, and sinker? Hook, line, and sinker, to swallow something hook, line, and sinker, of course, comes from the fishing industry. When you catch a fish, a lot of times you'll just barely get it. You'll barely hook it in the mouth or something. So it just is caught a little bit. And other times the fish will swallow the whole bait, the whole hook, a little bit of the line, all the way up to the sinker on the line. If you know anything about fishing, you know that how you set up a line to fish for fish, right? And how you put the bait on, how you put the sinker on so that the line holds the bait down to where the fish are swimming so that you're more likely to catch them. Well, you can use this belief, this saying, this natural tendency of human beings, not just of fish, to swallow things hook, line, and sinker, which means to believe things, believe stories as they're presented, as if they're the truth without questioning whether it's the truth or not. There are businesses, there are brands, there are companies, there are organizations, there are institutions. Think nonprofit organizations, think any organization, think churches, think politics, think, I guess I said churches or religion, think industries, whole industries, medical industry, pharmaceutical industry. We're all predicated on a set of beliefs and truths. Now, are these truths, are these foundational beliefs necessarily real and true? Not necessarily true for you. They might be true for the founding members of a particular industry or business, but they might not be true for you. And so often we as human beings don't question the foundational things of different industries. Now, I don't want to get into my beliefs about different industries or politics or religion or anything like that, because it's not about me. It's about how do you use people's natural tendency to believe things to your advantage, to make people be attracted to your business. And again, you can use this for good or you can use this for evil, because people do believe things. Think of how many people, millions and millions of people, watch the news every single day and night and believe what they are seeing to be true, absolutely true. How many people follow groups like, think the KKK or the Black Panthers or political groups or activist groups, and they believe what the leaders of those organizations say as gospel truth, even though it's manipulated and changed and formed to send a message and to get people to behave in a way that is in the best interest of the leaders of that organization or group. It can be kind of scary, but it can also be really, really powerful. Using for our businesses to put our best foot forward, to show people what we want them to see, we can use testimonials. We can tell other people's stories. We can show results that other people have successfully gotten with our products or services. And those stories are presented in a way that demonstrate that it's possible for a prospect or another person or a potential customer to get those same results from our products or services as well. We can use words and graphics and phrases and stories and hooks to bring people into and be exposed to our businesses in ways that tell them, help sift and sort them, whether our product or service is right for them or not. That's using this strategy in a positive way, in a way that helps other people, doesn't hurt other people. But we can also use these same strategies and techniques, and there's psychology behind everything in terms of how we say our messages, how we use color, how we use logos, how we use stories and testimonials, how we say the things that we say, how we present the ideas about our products and services to people. And those can be manipulated. Those can be made to look a certain way that they aren't, that will convince people that what we have for them is for them, even if it's not for them. And I want to warn you that you can do that. It's entirely possible to do that. But in this day and age of social media, in this day and age of everyone being connected, it's a really, really dangerous road to take, because it isn't long before people find out that they're being manipulated. And people are getting, although they're controllable by certain things, they're also getting a lot more sophisticated and a lot more savvy. And people are smart. They don't want to be manipulated. They don't want to be convinced or persuaded to do things that aren't in their best interest. And it won't be long before you're found out and you'll be out of business, because the word gets out. The word can get out the drop of the hat. Think of somebody who says the wrong thing or does the wrong thing, and all of a sudden their career is over. It happens almost every day due to social media and us all being connected. So you can use the swallowing something hook, line, and sinker to your advantage and to really help and sort out and find the people that you're best suited to serve, or you can use it to manipulate people. The choice is, of course, yours, but how you use this incredible power also shows the world exactly who you are. So, sorry about that. I'm running really late this morning. I'm curious, who do you automatically believe and are influenced by? We all are influenced by certain people. I know there's certain people in different industries that I'm influenced by, but I do take a step back whenever I catch myself being influenced by them, and I say to myself, okay, I am totally wanting to do this, but is this what I need right now? Is this in my personal best interest? Is this really what I need? And am I seeing the whole story? Am I seeing the big picture? Because a lot of times I'm not. I'm just seeing what the other person wants me to see. This isn't only true in our businesses. This is true in our personal relationships. This is true in our any relationships. We never know or see everything about another person or another situation. So we always have to ask ourselves, what is in it for that person to get me to do this? And that's okay if it's an exchange of value. If they want my money for me to do a certain thing that's going to give me the result and the benefit I want, I'm all in on that. But I don't just take what I see, what I hear, what I feel at the moment as gospel truth anymore. I ask myself, does this feel right for me? Is this the thing I need now? And I encourage you to do the same. Don't be a fish. Don't fall for things and swallow them hook, line, and sinker just because somebody famous or some celebrity or some sports athlete or some brand or some business leader or industry leader is telling you it's true. Gary Vee isn't right about everything. Russell Brunson doesn't know everything about business and the world. Tony Robbins, although he's a guru in personal development, he doesn't know what's necessarily the absolute positive best thing for you and your situation. He can guide you based on the millions of people he's worked with and give you advice, but it doesn't mean that that advice is 100% right for you. Only you know that. Only you know what is exactly right for you. So listen to your gut, but choose who you want to be influenced by and choose who you influence, and always use this power for good. That's it. Have a fantastic day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another tip, trick, or strategy on how to supersize your business, meaning grow and create the business that you want and the impact on the world that you're here to make.